Okay, guys and girls, welcome back to FTRL. We are here for week number 8 of GT Noob, also known as GT3. For, yes, the third to last week of the season, we're here at Road Atlanta, and my co-commentator for the evening, who I'll introduce you in just a second, has sent me a 32-second clip prior to going live this evening, and it's practice of Mike, which consists of him going off twice within the space of 2 corners. So, thank you for that, Carl, and welcome.
I told you to keep that quiet.
Hey, did you really?
No, I didn't. Don't worry about it.
How are you, mate?
It just made me chuckle the way that he actually took a run up for the second one.
Yeah.
That was good old Mike.
Yeah, good old
very
Mike.
Well. Very
indeed.
well.
Good.
Very well.
I'm pleased. My mother's trying to ring me whilst I've just gone live on commentary. Insensitive.
I did tell her that it was 8:30 tonight when I spoke to her earlier. Can't get the staff, can you?
Hi.
So, right, do you want to say? Do you really want to do this?
Can she hear me?
Well, no, yeah. So she's currently sat with Nan and Granddad whilst.
Hello.
Oh,
okay.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
Hello,
that's
Jackie.
right.
Hi.
Right, go away. Bye.
No, leave her on. Leave
No,
her on.
not leave
Come
her on.
No.
Hello,
Purely for
Jackie.
entertainment value.
No, that is not happening. For God's sake. Right, welcome
Good
back
order.
everybody to FTRL. Apologies for my family once again. If it's not my nan talking about her shagging suit, it's my mum doing Friday night dinner. So, there we go.
On a Wednesday.
Yes, that's God's state of it. Right, anyway, let's get back into the serious stuff. Road Atlanta tonight, Carl. We have 12 people racing, so only a couple of people missing.
Plenty of room.
Plenty of room indeed. So, and this man that we're currently on board with, who is Jadon, or Oven, or however you want to describe him, is looking very quick once again and can all but have the championship wrapped up pretty much this week if he doesn't have a complete meltdown.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine. I don't think he'll have a problem. I don't know what his points are. I haven't seen the points table, so I think he'll be alright. He's quick enough.
Yeah, I'm just adjusting the sound ever so slightly because you're a tad quiet for me. Yeah, only for me, so it's alright.
Alright, okay.
Doesn't matter all that much. I think I just altered it slightly. Yes, and now somebody's trying to log into it at the FTRL YouTube whilst I'm live, and it's now frozen everything for me. So whoever it is doing that, please stop. So, but right, anyway.
Always one.
Road Atlanta, just while I try and sort this out, what's your thoughts and feelings about this circuit?
Love it. Absolutely love it. The best thing that they ever put in the game. Yeah, no, it's got everything in it. You have to learn it. It's another one of those tracks. You have to learn it if you want to be quick round here, and you can throw it off the road very easily. You can pick up penalties very easily. But if you get it right, you can have some really good cracking races around here. Nice short circuit, 1 minute 17, 1 minute 18 lap times in these, I suppose. So it's nice and quick. I don't know how many laps they're doing tonight. Is it 20-minute races, isn't it? So they're going to be doing
13 of each. It is
13 of each, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, enough time that the penalty's on the main straight, so that really does mess up the chicane at the end. But if you're behind, you don't need to be battling that last corner and losing time if you know the guy in front's got a penalty.
Yeah.
The chicane wise, you don't really want to be booting it out of there because you will be sideways like Oblivion was just a second ago. You don't need to. Just slightly higher gear and then just accelerate out of it. You'll be far quicker. So.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I've just alarmingly seen that Mikey's set a 24.3, which I can tell you is actually a pretty good time. I think some of the quickest guys in this division had got to around 24 flat as like their very best.
Oh,
so,
right.
I mean, and that's
not
maximum.
as low as I thought then. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, to be fair, you might get the odd person sneak into the 23s. However, yeah, it'd have to be a pretty solid lap. But yeah, Mikey at the minute, half a second in pole. Lee, I'm doing commentary for God's sake. Right. If you Sorry, there are people trying to sign into the FTRL channel. If you're going to have to do that, you're going to have to log out and log back in and send me the code, and I'll try and do it. Could have done this earlier. Urgh. Right.
Is this Lee Cole?
Yes.
I know. It's just bloody awkward, isn't it? Is he checking on your spelling or your grammar or anything?
No, he's trying to log into the FTRL YouTube whilst I'm racing, and has to go through verification for me to accept it. Just of all the hours that this could have happened. Anyway, right. Mikey's first, Royston is second, and Smithy. So this is Jack, who raced last week in his first ever league race. Had a really good showing. I think he got a third and 2 fourths. He is now currently set in P4. Oblivion's just jumped in, but Mikey looks at the moment fairly dead set for pole. Lee, send me another link and I'll sort it, mate. Just text me the code ASAP. Oven in 5th, bit of a surprise. I think the guys will be coming around.
Really a second down.
This will be their final laps now. They'll be coming around to start their final laps. Zombie doing what everybody loves, and that's sitting right behind somebody on a qualifying lap.
Yeah.
And poor old FaZe Bottas cracked under the pressure. Well and truly crumbled.
That's what a brake pedal's for.
Yep. Matman P10, Goykarp P11. And then Nobby Norris P12.
Nobby's smoking out under the tunnel just to, or the bridge, just to make sure it's difficult for everybody else.
Yes, absolutely.
Mikey's coming around just for the last chicane, so...
Well, one thing I will say is that I think if you, and this is meant of no disrespect, it's just because of how the theme of the season's been so far. I think there would have been quite high odds on a Mikey Royston front row. You would have thought that Oblivion and Oven would have kind of been in there somewhere between them. So yeah, well done to the boys. Mikey, who's that facing? That Zombie facing backwards.
Zombie, yeah, he's doing a speed trap. So
yeah, so Oblivion's completed his final lap. He hasn't improved. Oven, where's he? Coming round the final corner. Is he going to snatch it from Mike?
He's dropped to
He's not.
second. Oh,
Mikey looks like he's going to get pole.
Blimey.
Well.
Is it hot or is it me? I don't know.
It's definitely the weather. Has to be the weather.
I reckon these little boys driving again.
Yeah. Do you know what? Wouldn't surprise me. So, congratulations, Noah, on your first FTRL pole position.
Yeah, well played.
Yeah, well done. So we'll give the guys a minute to sit. It's not been the most professional start to this stream, is it? Let's be honest.
Is it ever?
No, I know. But this is well and truly one of a kind, where my mother makes an appearance and says "Hello, Jackie" down the microphone.
Always lovely to hear from your mum.
Yeah. It is indeed. I think they're watching it. They're watching it as a family this evening. I think is this a family gathering? Why not?
It's a group effort.
It's a group effort indeed. I think they all have to translate it to one another, and then they'll all kind of make sense of it somehow.
Yeah.
Right, Carl. Who's your money on for race number 1? So it's Mikey first, then Oven, then Royston, then Oblivion, then Dane in P5.
No disrespect to Mikey, but I'm going to go Oven on this one. I think.
Yeah, it's hard to look past him, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just he's been good all season.
Yeah.
I've got to say, Goy's car, it's a slightly different design, and it slightly made me feel sick while I was watching it, while they were practicing.
Yeah, I do my best. As much as I love Goy, I do my best not to look at that one. So everyone's encouraging Mike to do his best Goy impression at turn 1, which is outbrake himself and go off. But we're 5 red lights for race number 1, week 8 of the season, and away we go. Mikey had quite a good launch here.
Someone didn't get a good one at the back. FaZe, he forgot to start, I think. Yeah.
Other than going around the outside of Mike.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to outbrake himself.
Royston up the inside of him. Oh, it's quite close through there.
He's done it.
Here we go. Who picks up the penalties? Let's have a quick look. I'll flick through, see who gets them.
Oh, Dane's had a good start. Going around the outside of Royston up into 3rd.
Nice one, Dane. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's had a little tap there.
Oh, that's an interesting line. And Zombie's absolutely sent it. Who's gone? Oblivion's had a horrific start. I'm not too sure what's happened.
Dropped to 8th. Yeah.
Didn't move off the line apparently, and FaZe at the back of him, Oblivion.
And
so
we've got Goy and FaZe at the rear.
Yeah.
Fighting for that last place.
Yeah, Goy, possible switch back from Goy? No. But Mikey leads the way by almost 7 tenths.
Oh, FaZe has just had a bit of a whip and sent himself off. So he's dropped down to last.
I'm going to give everybody a driver to watch of the week, and that's going to be Odon, which is Owen, who's now in 7th. He's at 7th, 8th, that kind of area. I think he just got overtaken as we got there. He's been putting in loads of practice and pretty solid lap times. He's taken off a lot of his assists that he's had on, and we're thinking he's going to make some forward progress. So fingers crossed. Matt Mann's been off, and so has Dane, unfortunately. So Dane's right down the back. And now Oven is all over the back of Mikey as we start lap number 2.
Dane just needs to keep his cool, and then other people will come off this track, and he just needs to stay there and just keep up with Matt Mann, and then just come back through again. He's got plenty of time. They've got 11 laps to go, so he's more than capable of doing this. Dane had some good runs on Monday, so no, definitely he's good enough to do this. Just needs to chill a little bit.
Now, let's. We've actually got the opportunity to talk seriously about Mikey being at the front for a second. Now, this has been a conversation that we would have had many times over the years. He's in this position, and he's got Oven behind him who tends to just sit behind and he'll wait for any mistakes. He won't take any risks, no silly moves. He will literally wait for the door to open before he goes through it. Now, traditionally, and this is not an unfair statement, Mikey's somebody that doesn't tend to handle pressure particularly well. He's now got the championship leader right behind him, knowing that Mikey had a very poor week last week, especially in GT2. So how much is this going to be in his head at this point, do you reckon?
Well, in all seriousness, when I get a driver that I know that's faster than me and it's like this, the way I look at it is if he gets past, I'm second. Good result. So takes off the pressure. Don't look behind you, look in front of you. If he wants to come past, he'll make his way past, but he's got to try and do it himself. Don't give it away easily and just throw it off the track.
Yeah, he might get a penalty for that. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we
go. Right on
seconds. Yeah. So,
right on cue. So, right, job done. Race number 2's next.
I think that the trouble that Mikey probably has is that he spends more time, and I don't know if he's doing this, looks more time in the mirrors than he does in front. And I mean, if you look at it, Jadon's dropped all the way back, and he's just inside slipstream because he knows I'm going to go past within a second. That's going to cost Mikey probably close to 3 seconds by the time he's paid that.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more. And that's what you don't want to be giving up. You don't want to be giving up those penalties.
Just go on board with Oven as he's about to go past Mike, and he absolutely breezes past him.
We've got hello, what's happened here? Yeah, we've got Odon and Oblivion battling.
Yeah, Oblivion.
So Odon's gone all the way up to 5th. That's how quick it is. He was in 8th the last lap. He's now up to 5th, 6th now.
Oh, that's a poor run through the chicane, and Smithy's going to go past. Well, they're going to run very close.
I honestly thought Smithy would be a little bit higher than where he is now.
Yeah,
I think he did a couple of weeks back when I was with you.
Which one was that one? Was that the Deep Forest or the Laguna?
Deep Forest.
So this is a different Smithy.
Oh.
So there is 3 of them. Yeah.
Gosh.
So no, this one did his first ever kind of league race, ever competitive race last week at Laguna.
Right. Okay.
So yes, he's probably the most casual of the 3 brothers, I would say.
Right. Yeah.
So he's Owen, that's not the right way to go. That.
Yeah. Looked like he didn't turn at all, that one.
Yeah, I think he just
reset him as well.
To. Oh, that's never good.
So let's give him Matt Mann and Dane a chance to get up there.
Yeah. Well, it's not the optimal line from Owen there. No. But nevertheless, everyone's going pretty well so far. Not too many.
Learning curve.
Yeah, it's all fairly calm.
Now Oven's in front. He's just edging out a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
Mikey's got a 2.3 gap behind to Zombie, so he should just be looking forward, looking at the apexes, making sure he's hitting his braking points, and that's all he should be doing. He can put a lap in, he put it on pole.
Yeah.
So that's all he needs to be doing, and just concentrate on that. You never know. Oven might have a spill.
Yeah, absolutely. Zombie's going really well up in P3. He's got Royston the second behind. And then Oblivion's a further second and a half back. Oblivion's not had the best start to this race. You would normally expect him to be a tad higher. I think for the more inexperienced league racers, I think this is definitely a bit of a tricky circuit because it's one that you really want to throw the car around, but it's very easy to get it wrong.
Yeah, you can push too much.
Yeah,
that's the problem. If you don't get into not a style, but like a rhythm.
Yeah.
For it, and you're just like push this corner, push this. You're just going to throw it off the track. You will do.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
No, I completely agree.
Smithy's got a half-second penalty, but he's got loads of clear space. Nobby's a little way off behind him.
Oh, he's had a massive wiggle, Smithy. Coming through the double right hand, and Royston's closed up to the back of Zombie. A really good lap from him, and Oblivion's on his way as well. So we're going to get a 3-car scrap for third. But no, other than 2 seconds clear, he knows what to do from here. Done it many times this season.
Dane's having a look at Matman, and they've got FaZe Potter just in front of them as well. So Dane really needs to work with Matman so that they can catch up with FaZe Potter.
Yeah, have a look at Dane going down the inside.
It's going to send it up the inside.
Matman
there.
sort of turned into him there, whilst.
Yeah, Dane's been good enough to do that, but let everybody past. I would have argued the toss afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, somebody's left. Dane has left.
Yeah.
Okay. But we move on.
Okay. Yep. More space on the track.
Yes, absolutely. But now Ovens extended his gap to 3.5. So Mikey's had a poor run through sector 1 there because he's just losing time rapidly. So this is where, again, like I said, we can have this actual honest conversation. Sometimes with Mikey, he'll go well until he makes one mistake, and then there'll be a few more that will follow. And this has always been the sort of worry with him. Like I said, if he can just bring this home and get himself a second and pole position, that's effectively the same points as winning the first race. So, we can look at it that way. Zombie's got Royston all over the back of him, who's now got a 1 second penalty, and we've seen how costly that is. So he's going to drop behind Oblivion, just needs to sit in his slipstream if he can.
Yeah, Zombie's got Oblivion looking like he's going to attack. I'm just looking at the lap times here. So Zombie's doing the sort of a 25-26. Mikey's doing 24s with 1:26 in there, minus the first lap because that
was his penalty lap, I think.
That was his penalty lap. So his times aren't that bad. Now he's just done a 26 again, so he's lost 2 seconds.
Yeah, through this first sector.
Lap.
Yeah.
You just ease off a little bit more on it. You've got the gap, you just got to drive to the end now. That's all you've got to do. Drive to the end. Take the second place. Like you say, the points is exactly the same as a win because he took the pole off of anybody else getting it. So he's done that already.
Just on board with Smithies, he's going, looking at Nobby Norris through the first sector. Picks himself half second. That seemed quite a harsh one, to be honest.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like he did that much wrong there, but...
Yeah, the trouble is you can pick up another one just here as well if you go too wide.
Yeah, you can. It's very easy, especially if you get one at the top of the hill. Most people then tend to go on and get a second one at the bottom of the hill because they're trying to push hard to get the time back.
Yeah, they're trying to get as quick as they can so that they don't lose so much on the penalty that they're going to take. But in the meantime, they're just adding it up, just adding more to it.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed as well, the double right-hander at this circuit. So a lot of people seem to take, before we come onto the big long back straight, a lot of people tend to kind of ride that inside curb on the second part of it, and that always kicks you out. You're better off not touching that curb and go and just focusing on hitting it on exit, like on the outside one on exit.
It will throw the car up on its outside wheels. That's the problem, and then that throws you out, doesn't it? Because you've got less grip. Oh my word, Smithy!
Yeah,
and Nobby.
Massive move. Nobby went wide. Goy Carp's all over the back of him as well.
Yeah.
That's a 3-car scrap. Nobby Norris.
Oh, come on, Goy, keep it on there.
Sending it. Goy just about keeping it on the track. Nobby and Smithy going at it.
I know it's an old film, but if you've ever seen Jungle Book and the snake that hypnotises people.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Goy's car looks like. The eyes.
You don't need to tell me about Jungle Book. I used to walk around the living room like Mowgli when I was a kid.
Really?
Yep.
Just in your loincloth.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it weren't far off.
What was it? One of Grandad's old chamois?
Yeah.
Is that what you were wearing? I think he's still got it.
God, I dread to think. 4.3 seconds a gap between Mikey and Oven, and then 4.5 seconds back to Oblivion, who's just making a move on Zombie, but Zombie's looking straight back at him. He's not going to need a second invitation to have a look. He's given Oblivion a bit of a touch into the corner, didn't need to make that move, and then Royston's going to be all over the back of him again.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor old Oblivion got sort of knocked a bit out of position there.
Sort of fighting to give away time. That was Royston was straight in the side there.
That was very touring car-esque, that kind of move down there.
Did back off and slipped in behind, though.
Yeah. That's a good
See,
little scrap.
Mikey's dropped down to the 25s, only just, but they're consistent 25s.
Yeah, he doesn't need to take any risks at this point. Oven's got this under control.
Yeah, just drive to the end, get your second place. Good result. You've got 2 more races tonight, so you might as well just take a good one in the first one. Make the last one your battler.
Yeah.
If you've had a crapper, you might as well do it. Yeah, some of these cars over that last turn you were saying about before the straight, some cars will take that. I know the Suzuki Swift does like to pop up on its wheels, but to be honest with you, I quite like that. I like to throw it in on that corner.
Yeah.
Some cars will take it. The Jags are pretty good for curbs, actually, to be honest. Particularly the Group 4 car. You can really sort of send them.
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all fairly calm up and down the grid at the minute.
Oh, Mikey, no, he's binned it. Top of the
fair.
road. Come on. Keep going. You got the pace. Now you're going to have to push. Now you've got to overtake people.
Yeah, this is what I was speaking about earlier on. So now Mikey's done that. What he would normally do in this position, which we've openly had this conversation, is he'll push really hard to make that time back, and he'll make more mistakes. So he just needs to
get yourself sorted out for
clear
a few
his
laps.
head. Yeah.
Creep up behind the boys. Yeah, that are in front. And
That's going to be a penalty. No, has he got away with that one?
He got away with that penalty, but the penalty that I think it was Smithy got was nowhere near. It was tamer than that.
Yeah.
Don't go too much on that rumble strip because you will pick up a penalty down here, Mikey.
Everyone's
Royston's got a penalty in front of him, so he's going to make that one place back. So he's got the third at the moment on the podium, but 3 laps to go. So he's got to get behind him, though, because they're going to be battling for that last chicane. He's got 1.5 to Royston.
And if you've noticed, the top 2 are back to being the top 2 of the championship as well.
Yeah.
So.
And all they've done is taken their time.
Yep. People, it sounds daft. People just need to take this on board. Obviously, GT3 is a learning division this season for everybody, so it's they'll get it. So they will get it. I do think Mikey will get back on the podium here. I do think he'll do it.
As long as he doesn't get any more penalties and no offs.
Yeah, what you need to do is just sit behind Royston and wait for his chance. He does not need to force it whatsoever.
Just sit behind him. And quite a nice one to do, and I'm going to give this away here, is that not necessarily go for the move, but just show your nose every now and again, because then that way the car in front is doing what Mikey does, which is looks behind.
Yeah.
And then that's when they make the mistake.
Yeah. No,
so he doesn't need to push, just sit there. I mean, what is he? Within half a second of him, it should be dragging him along, so he shouldn't be pushing hard.
Yeah.
He's got nothing to worry about. Tyres are fairly decent.
Yeah, shout out to Owen as well, who's in the last few laps done some very, pretty solid laps, 25s and 26s. He's going well in P8, not too far off of Goy in front.
Yeah.
Mattman P9, Facepotter P10. Nobby Norris has had a couple of moments.
Also, he's racing against people that have done more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Racing at the end of the day. I mean, if you look at Goy's been in the championship, in the leagues for quite a while. I know he had a little break and all that sort of stuff. Mikey's been racing everything from Division 1, Division 2 to Division 3. He's done the whole lot. So they've all got the experience, as it were, and he's racing with them. So he's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't even be battling Royston until the last lap. I would really just wait. Just sit behind him. Show him your nose every now and again and see what he does. Also, another thing with this track, Aaron, is that you get a lot of people that are good in one sector but not good in another. So you'll have that sort of yo-yo effect where you catch someone, then they pull away. You catch them, then they pull away. See, Mike is dropping back now, so that's
Royce responded really well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Just need to see Mikey's had a good run down the hill. Missed his upshift a bit there. So it's all about the run for these double right-handers here. Like I said to you, you go through the first one fine. It's the second one. People take too much curb.
Yeah.
And they've both avoided it. Mikey's had a much better run.
Yeah. Also, sometimes they drop down too many gears as well. That's another one that is a killer. The cars have got quite a bit of torque to them. They will pull it out of it.
Yeah, we'll stay on board.
Pagani, that's not nice. Don't say that. Such a bitch, he really is.
Oh, I know he is. Oh, Mikey late on the brakes. Oh, he's made it work though. It looked like he's just going to plough into the back of Royston there.
Yeah, but then he's taking too much dirt as he's coming through, so he needs to... Right, so there, he's within a quarter of a second. Coming up for the last lap. Now he's going to be hassling, so Royston knows he's caught up. So now, don't send it.
I'm quite fascinated by this, to be honest. Oh, Royston's wide.
Royston's
Mikey
gone wide.
To the outside.
Mikey's... Keep your foot in.
No, Royston's covered him off.
Yeah, so now Mikey needs to read that as Royston's now struggling because he's looking behind him.
That's about as on the edge for getting a penalty as you can be as well for Royston there. He's nailed that corner.
Yeah. It's a good little battle.
And a very good battle. Oven's flying down the straight, just about to come down and take his God knows what win of the season.
That's boring now, isn't it?
Yeah, he's up there. I think he's definitely GT1 material in the making, I think, is Oven.
Easily. I mean, he did GT2 the other week and had a cracking result, didn't he?
This is Mike's chance. Sorry to cut you off.
That's all right.
Heading down into the chicane. Mikey later on the brakes, much later on the brakes.
Is he going to make it? He's done it. He's
what a
held
move.
the inside. Don't mess it up now. Don't mess it up.
Oh, Royston's had a good run out of the chicane. They're going to go side by side down to the final corner.
He's got his nose in.
He's
That's going to be so tight.
Royston's got it. They're sliding everywhere. Oh,
no, Mikey.
Mikey's got it. 38 thousandths of a second. Brilliant race.
We got Goy down in 7th with Odon behind.
Yeah, Mattman's recovered well to get close, but he's not close enough. Face Potter throwing the car around for P10. Nobby Norris coming down to round off the grid. But no, not too much airtime for some of the drivers there. They were pretty much on their own for a lot of it.
Yeah.
But
2 more races to go. They get seen.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's not like they're getting paid by their sponsors, is it?
No, exactly. Yeah, bollocks to them. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
See, that last part with Mike was the best bit that he did.
Yeah.
Forget the pole position. You're out on the track on your own and no one's really trying to overtake you, apart from Oblivion. But you can't, that last bit, he did exactly what he was meant to do. Wait until the last lap, just hassle the bloke in front, let him make a mistake, and then tackle him. Yes, it was close at the end, but he did it. Doesn't matter what you beat him by, does it?
No. Right, I'm going to spin the random wheel now.
Do we get sound effects again?
Oh, yeah, we will do, just to prove a point. Now, I get the mick taken out of me every week. People say this is rigged because Goy always ends up at the front. But I'm gonna. I swear to God, and I will put it in the chat with whatever happens. So I'm going to turn this right up, and we'll spin the wheel.
No, you're joking.
No. It's fine. It's sick, but it was very close to 7th.
So 6th was Smithy. So
Smithy's going to be on pole, and I'm not joking. I will put this in our admin chat so everybody can see. It was very close to 7th, which if it was Coy again, that would have been very funny. Right, let's save the replays.
Not for everybody else, but
no.
Do you need me to give you those? Or
I
are you
will
okay?
do in a minute, yes.
All right, mate.
So we'll just change all that over. Just wait for everybody to jump in. It's Colombian Joe. Oh, I need to read this. I need to read this comment because this one excites me. It's Colombian Jonesy's birthday today. I think it would make his day if Aaron could wish him a happy birthday. Colombian Jonesy, a very happy birthday to you, you wonderful human being. Thank you
Happy
for all
birthday,
your
mate.
support, and the whole of South America is with you in enjoying this very special day. And Leo.
After that, do we do record requests as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We're
Brilliant.
all I'm going to advise is stay off the Colombian stuff, So we won't say too much more.
Are you talking alcohol or powder?
Well, hey, look, you're the one assuming. You're the one assuming. We love you, Colombian Jonesy, you hero of a man. Big love for Colombian Jonesy, and it's also, it is also our resident American's birthday. I'm going to gamble and say it's today.
Bradley?
Yes, I'm sure it's today, or is it tomorrow?
He's got to be at least 12 now, hasn't he?
Oh, I know. I was going to do this on stream, and have I gone early?
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway, sorry. I'm just going to say it, and Look, listen, Brett, we're in different time zones, so happy birthday. I know it's still the same day, but regardless, happy birthday to you as well, mate. Hopefully you've got through this far through the stream without rage quitting, and we love you all. And finally, do you know what? I'm just going to say this as well. Why not? Whilst we do the grids for the next race, can we also get some love in the YouTube chat for Grandad Bob?
Yes.
Grandad Bob is going in for a little bit of surgery tomorrow, and it would make
Having his breast lifted, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, it's penis reduction.
Yeah.
No, he's going in.
You've already left. What are you on about?
No, so Grandad Bob's going in for a little bit of surgery tomorrow, so a little bit of love in the chat for Grandad Bob would go a very long way.
Yeah, good luck, Bob. Thinking of you, mate. I'll try and catch up with Joe and Aaron and find out how you're doing afterwards. I won't disturb you. But yeah, no, you'll be fine, mate. We had a little chat, what was it, a couple of months back, wasn't it, about it? So it's good to know that he's getting it done.
We had Colombian Jones in the chat said, "Thank you, legend. The sherbet is obligatory." Right, just need to who was fifth in that race. So
fifth in that race was
Oven first, Oblivion,
so
Mikey
Zombie.
Voyston, Zombie. Then Smithy. Who was seventh was Goy.
Seventh was Goy, and then you got
Owen,
and then you got Matt Man, FaZe Potter, Nobby Norris, and then Dane did not finish.
No, that's fine. No problemo. Everyone's saying big up Bob. Look at that in the chat. Look at this. If you can see my cursor on the screen there, Mr. Goy. They're saying big up Bob. There's some love in the chat, in the YouTube chat for Grandad Bob as well. We love you. And let's get race number 2 underway.
Very much so. One of the nicest men on the planet, old Bob.
Up the G to the B. Apparently that's Mike. Mike, I hope you spin now you've said that, to be honest.
What the hell does it mean? I'm old. What does that mean?
Up the Grandad to the Bob, I think.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. I mean, Mikey can't finish a race, let alone a sentence, so it's all good.
His spelling's atrocious, isn't it?
No, that's Tom Smith. Right, who's your money on for this one? Oblivion is always the race 2 specialist, and you can't not win on Colombian Jones's birthday. So I'm going to have to say it's going to be Oblivion for race number 2.
You reckon? I'm going to go with Smithy, but I think Mikey might have a better run.
Yeah, just give up on that dream, Carl. Right, anyway, lights out, away we go. Race number 2 at Road Atlanta. Smithy's had a good start, Royston's had a good start as well, and there's a
I'll let you know it's the world I live in.
Oblivion's up to 3rd already.
Mikey up to 4th. So just do what you did on the last bit, Mikey. You'll be fine. So I think there's going to be a bit of a hustle and bustle at the back here. So Nobby's going to have a bit of a battle trying to get through a little bit more. FaZe Potter's using all the grass.
Yeah, a bit of a wiggle, as we like to say. Smithy leads us away. Royston second. Mikey's putting Oblivion under all sorts of pressure. But everyone's through fairly clean, to be honest. The front five have already got out of slipstream range. Is that Goy? And Goy's just gone past Matman.
Yeah, Zombie's sort of just on his own, isn't he, in the middle at the moment?
Yeah, FaZe Potter and Nobby going side by side down the straight. As we head down to the final chicane to complete lap number 1. And Oblivion is through. Royston's run wide and has now got Mikey all over the back of him.
Oh, Goy spun. Under the bridge. He's lit those tyres up to get back into it again.
Unlucky, Lord Carp. Unlucky. Smithy's out of slipstream range, not by much, but just about enough. Oven's going for a look at Mike, and Mikey's tucked in behind him. I don't know, that almost looked like they just switched there, because that was a horrendously wide line by Mike. But it could have just been a moment. Oh, he's having another one.
Oh, he hit the curb right at the start of it as well, didn't he?
Yeah, calm yourself down, good sir. So must mention as well that we've got GT2 tomorrow night, and they will be racing at Watkins Glen, if memory serves me correct, for 3 sprint races.
Yep, that's right.
And then we've got GT1 on Friday from Sardinia, for again 3 sprint races, and then we've got the final endurance week of the season, and then we'll find out who has qualified for the grand finale at the end of next week in the teams championship. So as preparations are underway for next season, it's I'm very, very, very excited for that final week. And this is the night before the FTRL boys go to Silverstone. So you never know, if somebody crashes into somebody, we might end up having might be a fight, but it could be anything. Anything could happen.
I'll watch the news. I'll wait for reports to come through.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they will. No, it should be a good time indeed. Royston is having to defend from Oven at the minute. Joker's in the chat saying, full Mikey send, let's go. Full Mikey send, and he said it. I imagine that's exactly how he said it. Pretty much, yeah, it was in capitals. Aaron, have you had a Ross update today? I've not had a Ross update. I feel like because you've said that, I'm intrigued. Oh, I've heard some tyre squeal.
Smithy was at the front. He's drifting that, coming up over the top of the hill. Oblivion's just sitting behind him at the moment, and they've got a nice little gap actually. They've pulled out 1.3 on Royston, so he's obviously holding up the lads behind.
Yeah.
So Oblivion will probably
Oven! Oh, you cannot park there, sir.
Oh. And he's having to wait.
And that is not the optimal line through that corner.
No, he's got some work to do now.
You absolutely cannot park there, sir. That is poor from the championship leader.
I don't want to put pressure on him, but best he don't do that next week.
Okay, Smithy might get a penalty for that. He's just cut that chicane quite a lot. Could be wrong.
Oh, did they have a tap? Or was it just a wiggle?
I think it might have been a small combination of both. I'm not too sure. Smithy's conceded position.
That's right. Just under quarter of the way through, third of the way through, so it's like...
Pagani, that comment made me laugh. People that don't play Rainbow Six Siege won't understand that, but that made me laugh. Oh, Mikey, that's very deep through that corner. And he's now under pressure from Zombie.
Yeah, see, Mikey's running... I know he's been sitting behind people. He's running in the mid-25s, isn't he? So...
Yes. Well,
look at Smithy's time. He's... Sorry, mate.
Yeah, no, you're all good. Smithy's 26.1.
He did a 26.1, but his second lap was a 24.9, which was, I think, the fastest that he's done so far. Yes. So he can do it.
Oh, absolutely. I'm trying to encourage Jack to have a race with us, because he's definitely got it in there. All 3 of the Smith brothers have all got quite a lot of racing talent, I would say. And it pains me to say that. It really does pain me to say that. But there's a lot of talent in there. There's just also a lot of, I don't know, learning difficulties. I don't know. We'll just we'll make suggestions. Why not?
Is one of them an accountant for the local council?
I'm going to assume. I've just
Sorry.
Yeah, for those that missed that, Birmingham has declared itself as bankrupt in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, come on, who's in charge of the numbers?
Oh,
Who's got the purse?
Smithy.
Smithy's gone off. No,
Oh,
mate.
that's happened live on stream. You're not going to want to watch that back.
Oh, that was hard hitting as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's decided not to start going again.
Is he?
Has his controller died?
No, indicators are on. Hazards are on. And it's gone.
Ah.
That's a disconnect. I reckon the electrics have gone off out in Birmingham.
Yeah, they're trying to save all the money they can.
That's it. They're doing blackouts.
Yeah.
You'll all be on rations soon.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
The old book will have to come back out.
Mikey's got a penalty.
Oh, Mikey.
Zombie going well in fourth, Macman in fifth. Now, what I will say, the battle for third in the championship is getting close. Mikey was about 25 points behind Macman a couple of weeks ago. He had a really good week last week in GT3, did Mike, and he's already made up quite a few points on Macman in this week so far. So it's getting quite close, that.
Yeah, Zombie and Mikey have got closer together since Mikey's penalty.
Yeah.
Zombie had a little look, but decided to back out.
No, absolutely. Royston going really well tonight, must be said. Oven is 15 seconds away. What's best case scenario for Oven in this race here, Carl? What we're going to say, sixth? Because there's a 5-second gap between him and Macman.
Yeah, I think sixth is going to be, probably his best bet, unless there's any spillages up front, which, can happen. But he's still got to fight his way through, that's the thing. He's not on the back of them yet, so...
Yeah, apparently Jack's TV turned itself off.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And he thought, sod it, I'm just going to guess where it goes.
Yeah.
Which you respect.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, if you can do it with your eyes shut, that's a bonus.
So he's got it. So when his TV turns off, his PlayStation does as well. So his TV's turned off, and it's just shut down.
Oh no, mate! Rookie error.
Yep. There we go. There's the Smiths that we know.
The amount of times we're racing and you hear the panic of my TV's going to turn off.
Yeah.
My TV's going to turn off.
Yeah, it's always funny as well.
Oh yeah, particularly if you're just behind them.
Yeah,
so Oblivion's managed to pull out 2.7 and he's still pulling away.
I know, he's absolutely flying.
Yeah, he's in the 24s now, so he's managed to sort that out. In the meantime, Royston's in the 25 still, so with Mikey up behind him.
He's going well.
Hmm.
So there's 6 laps to go in this one. Who do you think is going to end up victorious in the battle for second here between Zombie, Royston and Mike? I mean, Macman's not too far away, but at this moment he's not in this battle, is he?
No, he's got a bit of work to do, but these three in front start battling, then there's his opportunity. So as long as Macman keeps it clean, consistent laps, maybe try and get it down to high 24s, and just consistently keeps putting them in, once these three are really getting close and knocking each other about, I mean, at the end of the day, Oblivion's gone. That's it. He's only got to drive to the end as long as he doesn't mess up. But we've seen that Mikey can overtake and just about hold on to a position, but holding on is what you have to do.
Yep.
So he's got a nice drive there.
He had a very good run.
Yeah, so he's got a little bit of space behind him as well, although Zombie is in the slips. Mikey, he's gone for it.
And he goes to takes a look and he pulls it off, I want to say.
Yes, it's going to be tight now, though, because Royston's going to want to on that inside. No, he just backs out at the last minute, but then we've managed to get Zombie's in there now,
forcing his way through there. Mikey gave Royston a little bit of a nudge.
Yeah,
Zombie.
Might be a little question about that pass, but
yeah, a little bit elbows out from Zombie there, must be said.
Yeah.
But Matman's now well and truly involved. We have 34 people watching the stream, so do be so
Lovely.
kind as to just lick and press and whatever you want to do on the like button. As long as it highlights it, I don't really care what you do.
Yeah.
Muchas
time
gracias. Oh yeah, just go to town on it.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, just
Like,
why not?
like you're meant to.
Yeah. Right. Oven is 1.1 seconds behind Nobby Norris. Just for context, for those that don't know why we call him Oven, his previous gamer tag was the preheated oven, and he now changed it to J-Don, which is far less funny. So we're just going to call him Oven for life now.
Yeah, well, his car that he's driving for when he comes over for my team when I'm away has got Oven written on it, whether he likes it or not.
Yeah.
That's what's on there. I'm not putting J-Don on there.
No, Oven
Looks
works.
like J-Don 084 just looks like the number on the side of a little Cessna.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A little plane, just, hasn't got the ring to it, has it? No imagination.
No, absolutely.
Well, Mikey's pulled out 2.9 seconds on the two behind him.
They have been scrapping, I believe.
Yeah, and he needs to just calm down a little bit, because 2 second places is going to be pretty good for him. No, what did he get first one? Third, didn't he?
Mikey,
He got a third, yeah, he got a third. So a third and a second in your first two races, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
To be honest, I'd be bloody ecstatic with it, to be honest, at the moment. So
Taking a look at Oven as he's looking at Nobby Norris. He's going to tuck him behind. Ah, good move.
oh, he's squeezed in.
Yeah. No, I don't know if Nobby yielded there a little bit.
I think Nobby probably thought, it's him, I'll let him go. Because there's no point Nobby fighting him. He's got a nice gap behind him. He's far enough in front, far enough away from Matman that he's not going to get anywhere there. But with just under 4 laps to go, I've got a feeling Oven's going to see if he can catch Matman. And he's pretty quick at doing it as well.
Yeah, he's got 7 seconds to do in sort of. I mean, to be fair, Matman is having a scrap with Royston. All it takes is a little bit of elbows between the two of them, and Oven with clean track, like you say, he's gonna fly. Good evening, Witchell, in the chat.
Ah, sick note. How you doing, Witchell?
Yeah, Mikey's going well. Royston driving really well this week, is Royston. It's because he's brought back the Nesquik car. Everyone's a fan of the Nesquik car.
Yeah, it's got plenty on it, hasn't it?
I love it. Oh, God, I love it. A big fan of the Nesquik car. The FTRL Nesquik car, though, look, he's put the FTRL badge on it, so it's
Bonus
now,
points then, yeah.
it's now official.
Yeah.
We broke up our previous partnership. We've gone with Nesquik now. That'd be a different walk of life, wouldn't it?
You might as well try and get something out of it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Used to drink that stuff all the time.
Yeah, I can also vouch for the fact that I did that as well. Right.
If I could just point out as well, Nesquik is that old. That I used to drink it when I was younger. Before anyone else comes in. Pagani, Lee Cole, anyone.
Yeah. There is a sibling battle going on for P8. If you did not know this, so Luke, who is FaZe Potter, who's currently not driving on the track, has now been overtaken by his brother, which is Owen. And that battle was now short-lived, so we can move on. Yeah, we'll just move on. There isn't all that much to watch really, other than the Royston and Zombie kind of battle.
Yeah, they need to just get a little bit closer together for the TV. It's just not working at the moment, is it?
I just glanced down at my phone there, and all it said is "Aaron, stay away from milk." This is a very good idea. I do not respond very well to milk. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, see, look, there's the comments. Lee Cole, 359 years.
Yeah.
It
Carl
probably has.
milked the original brown cow to get chocolate, apparently.
Don't you just love your teammates?
Yeah.
All right, couple of bellends.
Yeah. Well and truly.
Yep, I can say that now, can't I?
Yeah, you do what you want.
Oh, brilliant. Well, I better not.
Yeah, within reason.
Within reason.
Yeah.
Let's keep it tasteful. So Mikey's sort of sitting really sort of. Ooh, Mikey's careful. He's pulled out 2.9. He's back to 2.7, but he's just holding it at the pace he needs to be going.
Yeah.
And for some reason, lap 12 is showing that he didn't do a lap for me.
Yeah, no, it's a bit of a weird thing.
Yeah, but he has just cut that corner. He hasn't got a penalty. He got away with that, but it was very close.
Yeah, I mean, Royston's pulled away from Matman here, and he's getting close to slipstream range of Zombie. He just needs a good run through this double right-hander before they come onto the back straight.
Yeah. If they're having trouble with the cars whipping out, if they change up to third as soon as they get round that last corner for that long straight up to third, it won't happen and they can accelerate more.
Yeah.
And it's quicker than having the car sliding all over the place.
Yeah, well,
it's
Oblivion's well in control, just coming around to start his final lap of the race. Apologies for not being on stream too much here, Oblivion, but there's been no reason. And weirdly, Mikey's not been on there or really been topic of conversation in this race. So something weird is happening.
Let's hope that Smithy can get back in for the next race, get his TV back on again. Hopefully the blackout has finished.
He's back in the lobby. So
he's back in, is he?
Yeah,
oh,
he's ready to go.
Yeah.
He's ready to go.
Very unfortunate.
What, that he's back in?
No, the bit that he went out. I don't know him personally. I know the other one, but I don't know him.
They're all just the exact same. To put it bluntly.
Coming down to the last lap, and Oven is only 3.5 seconds off the back of Matman, which is quite impressive, seeing that he was that far back.
Yeah, he's just done a 24.2 as well, which I believe is the quickest we've seen in the whole evening.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, we'll go up to the front. Anything close happening? Oh, Royston. He is close to Zombie. If he can force Zombie into a mistake, I'm going to go with Oblivion as he's going to come down final corner. There is your race winner.
I'll keep an eye. Oh, he's
overcommitted.
He's in the gravel. Yeah.
Matman's going to switch back.
Matman's going to go on the inside.
And is Royston going to have another photo finish with somebody? No, Matman's got this one done. Try and switch it back is Royston. He gave it a go. All credit to him for giving it a go. Zombie comes home in third. Yeah. Good drive. Matman P4. Royston fifth. Oven only 2.3 seconds off in the end. So a good recovery.
Nobby improved up to 7th from where he was in the first race, so that's good.
Owen P8, Goykart P9 and FaZe Potter coming round to finish the evening's race. And then we're just going to go on to race number 3, which is reverse championship order. So
I think FaZe Potter could probably go quicker if he takes all the furniture out of the car that he's got.
Yeah, well, FaZe Potter, from my calculations, will be on pole here. And there we go. Race number 2 complete. So as usual, Oven wins race 1 and Oblivion wins race 2.
So race 3.
Right, so starting grid. Can you help me with the... I think I might actually have it in my head.
Hold on, let me... I think someone posted it, so I should have the stand-ins.
I've got the stand-ins here. I'm all good.
You are,
yeah, I figured it out. I'm all good. So it is Smithy on pole, FaZe Potter second, Owen in third, Goykart fourth.
Yep. Then Zombie.
Yep. Then
Nobby Norris, Royston.
Yep.
Matman, Mikey, Oblivion, and then Oven.
Oh, there we go. Right, we'll give them a 47-second warning.
Keep them on their toes.
Yep,
That's
why
what I
not?
like.
Absolutely.
Yep. Now they're all sitting there counting.
Well, that's that. To be fair, that's the bit that I wish was on stream. Trying to listen to that. Oh God. But yes, I think we're losing you for a few weeks, aren't we? After tonight, well, after this week and whatever, Carlos.
Yep, Saturday off on my holes.
Oh,
so,
yeah. And you're gone for what? 6 weeks?
5.
5 weeks.
5 weeks, yeah. So I'm out clubbing seals. So that's what I'm doing.
Hey, can't complain.
No. Oh, well, there's one in particular. He gave me a load of shit last time I was out there, so I thought I'd go back and find him. I know they all look the same, but I think if I hit one of them, the message will be passed on.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Just
no
hope he hasn't got bigger, because he was like a Rottweiler with flippers the last time I saw him.
I thought you got on well with my granddad.
I said flippers, not slippers.
Oh, right, sorry. Right, we're going to get ready for race number 3. Who's your money on for this one, Carl?
Let me see.
It's a tricky one to call.
I think Royston.
Oh, I'd love nothing more.
I think Royston. He's doing all right.
I reckon Zombie might win this one. If he can have a good launch. But we are lights out, away we go. Owen's not got away particularly well. I think that's with his traction on. And he's under pressure already from Zombie. He's going to make it 3 wide down the inside, is he?
Oh. They've made it through.
Yeah, well done to the boys. There's been no offs at turn 1 tonight, which is progress at its best. Zombie already pushing Goy through sector 1.
Smithy out in the lead, pulling out nearly a
Oh,
second. So
that's Goy off in the gravel. Unlucky for Goy. But
was that a tap? Was it?
I don't think so. I think he went wide. I could be wrong. I only caught like the back end of it. Yeah, Smithy 1 second clear.
Yeah. Mikey's just dropped down to the back, missed the. Oh, not to the back, just one down from the back.
Was that an error, or did he let someone past?
No, there was Matt Man, Oblivion, and Oven all in the same area with Mikey, and Mikey was the one that lost out there. But
Right.
I don't think there was any contact from what I could see. But Oblivion's having a look at Matt Man, and at the same time, Oven's just managed to sneak up the inside of Oblivion, and they are having a right old tap around.
Right old ding dong.
Yeah, that's getting a bit tasty at the back there, and Mikey's
Mikey's
taking
gone
advantage
through.
of this, and he's got both of them.
There we go.
There we go. That's it.
Oh, Oven and Oblivion squeezing him to the inside.
Yeah, cool, blimey. Very feisty.
Later on the brakes. I'm going to watch this one as Oven
Oh, Oven's off, and he's going to lose a lot of time from that.
ends up off track.
Oh,
But
no, he's
Oblivion
done
has
all right.
waited for him. So well done to you, good sir. And Goy has entered the corner in not the optimal way, I must admit.
Yeah,
But welcome to the party, Goy.
Yeah. Just to make sure his tyres are dirty, he drove back onto the grass to make sure.
Yeah, you got to respect it.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to have a battle, you might as well make your tyres as dirty as you can.
Yeah, well and truly. Right, well, Smithy's now just under a second clear of FaZe Potter, who's had a better second lap. Owen has dropped back a bit more, and Zombie's all over the back of him now, with Nobby Norris and Royston about a second further behind. So Zombie, I think, is going to get the move done on Owen here.
Yeah, he's up the side already, so
It should be job done, I would think. I don't think Owen will make this too difficult for him either.
be sensible about it. Long enough race.
Yeah, there we go. And Zombie's through. 2 seconds to catch for the race lead.
Well, Royston's only 4 seconds off the lead, so he's got Nobby in front of him. I know Nobby can be a little bit difficult to get past. He can be quite wide.
Yeah, Owen and not Owen, Oven and Oblivion are going pretty slowly together at the back, it must be said. So This is in terms of the championship, it's fine for Oven. All he needs to do is not lose out many points to Oblivion, and he's fine.
Yeah, I mean, they're in their own battle, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Mikey's 8th. Little bit of clean track in front of him, about second and a half, and then he's got a little pack of cars to get through. So don't disregard Mikey from this, because he's been very quick over the course of the evening. However, if he wants this win or podium, he's going to have to earn it.
Well, he's got 7 seconds behind him, 7.5 seconds behind him to these two that are absolutely knocking the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
So I think all the time that, like you say, that Oven's down the back and he's fighting with Oblivion, that's less points than Oblivion's getting. So the 1 or 2 points isn't a problem, is it?
No. No, absolutely not.
I don't know if they're in the chat together, are they? Are they best of mates, are they?
Who's this? Owen and...
Oven and Oblivion.
No, I don't believe so. I don't believe they're in a party chat together, no.
No.
Oh, they're still going at it, hammer and song.
They are, yeah. I'm just...
Still racing away.
They're losing 1.5 seconds per lap.
Good scrap to watch, though.
Yeah.
Good scrap for the neutral.
Yeah.
FaZe Potter in second has given Smithy a bit of breathing space here, and he's now picked himself up a half-second penalty as well. So Zombie will be clear of him in a second.
And this is what Smithy needs. He needs this lot all to be gathered up together, battling, so he can just carry on just pulling out a bit more of a lead. He's got no worries from anyone like Oven because they're too far back.
Yeah.
I mean, they're 15 seconds off the lead. I know he did all right last time and managed to pull quite a bit back, but all the time they're battling. It's not going to happen.
No.
And all the time they're battling as well. It's not going to be that bad for Goy because he could catch up with them, although he looks like he's slowed right up, so I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, Nobby Norris to the inside of Owen. Good move. Nobby Norris flicked out wide. And now this is a proper gaggle of cars behind. Royston's going to try and go through the middle. Is he? Or is he going to try and cut back?
Lots of rubbing. Oh.
Owen's put Nobby Norris onto the grass, unfortunately. The momentum...
Keep your foot in there, Nobby. Keep your foot in there. Go on.
Yeah, Owen, to be fair to him, lifted off. I think it was just the momentum which shifted Nobby wide. Nobby's not going to like it, but at least he's done the right thing and waited. Just going to sit on board with Mikey for a minute.
Yeah, because he's now in the pack now, isn't he, in the middle?
Yeah, I might needed to commit down there, I think. That would have been a... He doesn't want to be held up too much here.
You either send it or you don't. You can't sort of dangle the old nose down there, can you?
No, absolutely. I mean, look, there is... All of these cars being so close together, there is every chance of catching up with those leaders. Mikey's been very cautious. He could have had the move done there, I think. Yeah. He should have the run down towards the chicane.
Oblivion's picked up a half-second penalty and he's just behind Oven, so he's going to lose a little bit there.
Mikey to the outside. As they head down, Royston and Macman just ahead. Nobby Norris later on the brakes, but Mikey manages to get the job done. There we go. This is what we want to see from Mike. Good driving from them both.
Oh, FaZe Potter's off down the straight. He's managed to gather it. He's done all right. He's only dropped down to 5th.
We did run wide at the last corner.
Yeah. Didn't see if there was any contact at all, but
easily done. Right. Well, Mikey's going to meet him at the worst possible time here as well. Mikey fastest lap 24.3. So he's got it in there. He just needs to be unleashed.
Yeah.
But the lead at the front, 3 seconds between Smithy and Zombie, and there's another 3 seconds behind back to Royston.
Right, Mikey could be going for it now. So he's on the outside. You can send that all the way around the outside.
Yeah, use all
nice overtake. That's it. Now cut back across, take his nose off. That's it. Yeah, FaZe Potter tried to get out of the way.
Yeah,
he's just lost 2 places on one corner. Yeah, and then you've got Odin going through as well.
Yep, the two brothers side by side down the straight.
That's it, could be fun. I had two brothers in my league once, and all they used to do was argue through the wall at each other.
Yeah.
Face part, a bit of late braking, keeps his place.
Yeah, look. 3.1 seconds is the gap. Royston's just done his personal best, as has Zombie.
So Mikey's 8.7 seconds behind the leader, so he just needs to put his head down, forget what's behind him. It's Nobby Norris, just forget about him and just drive it.
Yep.
And just put in qualifying laps. That's all you need to be doing.
Yeah, I agree muchly. But nevertheless, a podium's in sight again for Mike, which would be a triple podium, as the guys are pointing out in the stream chat. So
It'll be good. Good week for him.
yeah,
It'll help him with the championship, won't it? So
yeah, it will also be great to see Jack Smithy get his first ever win in league racing.
he's got a nice 3.2 second lead.
Yeah.
Zombies behind. Lap times aren't that much different, to be honest.
6,000ths between their last one. So
Yeah. So Smithy just needs to keep facing forwards. That's it. I don't know if that was lag or the car whips then.
yeah, the car can slip out slightly if you go over that inside curve a bit too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mikey's up. Mikey's past Matman, so I don't know whether Matman's just served the penalty there. But Royston next are going to revisit this battle, and Mikey's got some couple of seconds of clean air in front of him. So Royston's done 25.2, Mikey 24.7. So he's definitely quicker at this stage.
Oh, he's right out on that curb. Quick, careful, Mikey.
He's pushing.
He is pushing.
Oh, Zombie. Zombie using all the track just about within its limits. But again, driving well. Let's go and see, is there much else happening? It's just a bit of a... I mean,
Can't see
Oven's not
anything
come
there.
through the field too well in this one, but Oblivion is 10th. So at this stage, like I said, oh, Owen, that's a massive slide. He's had a wiggle bouncing off the inside curb at a second right-hander. And he's lost some time, and he's lost a position.
You see, Ovens managed to pull quite a bit on Oblivion as well, so...
Yeah. I did see Oblivion have one or two penalties, so I think
Yeah.
that's where they've lost out.
That's the bit that's killed him on that one,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Mikey is 1.5. He was making time, and I think he had a poor run through the chicane because Matman's closing down. And Mikey 24.6 and Royston 25.2 again. Royston's done the same lap 2 laps in a row.
Yeah. Spot on as well. Cool, blimey.
Oblivion's last lap 25.000 apparently. Oh, that's just gorgeous to look at, that, isn't it? When somebody does a 25 like 000 completely flat.
Who's that that's done that?
Oblivion lap 7. 25.
Yeah.
It just looks lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah. Sorts out your OCD, doesn't it?
Yeah. Goy is not in contention to win this one.
Oblivion is hitting the back of Odin.
Yeah, different speeds for the corners, I think.
Yeah. Caught him by surprise. I don't think he thought he was going to catch up with him that quick.
No.
Well, Smithy's managed to pull it back out to 4 seconds again. So something's happened to Zombie somewhere. He's done a 25 and then a 26, so he's lost a second there. So I'm wondering whether he got a penalty.
Yeah, I've been requested to do another birthday shout out, and this is the fiance of our 10-time GT1 champion, Mr. Tom Smith. It's Christy, or as Tom just calls her, D. Just literally just lowercase d is how he refers to it.
He does have a problem with his spelling, doesn't he? He really does.
Yeah, I mean, let's just not get into it. But no, his lovely fiancée Christy, who puts up with Tom's irritating habits and bald head and breathing, just
Yeah.
everything. The
Yeah.
horrific amounts of loaves of bread she has to buy just to satisfy his toast addiction. You're a saint, and the world doesn't deserve you. So happy birthday
Yeah.
from
Happy
everybody
birthday.
in FTRL. Yeah, there's loads of
I'm
birthdays
just
going
wondering
on.
whether he actually got her a birthday cake, put the candles on, and lit them, and said, "But you can't blow them out because it's too dark in Birmingham at the moment."
No, well, rumour has it that Tom set the cake on fire and ate the candle. Yeah. This is somebody that's chosen to stay with Tom after he made her lunch for work one day. Do you want to know what this lunch was?
Go on.
It was a lunchbox that wouldn't shut properly, and it just had a baked potato in it, and it wouldn't even shut properly. Just a baked potato inside a lunchbox that wouldn't close properly, with some unevenly cut slices of cheese, just in a loose lunchbox.
No Gordon Ramsay, is he?
No, and this is the same. This is the same T. Smith that when she was away for a night, and I stressed this very clearly, one night.
One night, right?
Decided to make himself some dinner to amuse himself. He thought he'd see how long he could keep his hand flat on the hob for before it got
Yes,
too hot.
Yeah.
And he also didn't know whether he could eat chorizo raw, so he then just thought, sod it, I'll eat the chorizo. And he had the chunkiest pieces of chorizo you've ever seen, and then just said, do you know what, I'll find out tomorrow how good it is for me. So
that's
she
a brave
puts up
man.
with this. No,
Yeah.
I don't. It's nothing to do with him. I just feel sorry for her, and I've said this to her on several occasions. She's a lovely person, and I just feel sorry for what she's got lumbered with. So
Is she like, like Mother Teresa? They like to give to the you know what I mean? The misfortunates.
yeah, I mean, this is basically
you know what I mean?
it's a polite
She's
way of saying carer, isn't it?
A carer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just making sure he's okay in life.
Yeah.
I can put up with a baked potato. Was it a hot baked potato or was it a cold baked potato?
Cold baked potato in a lunchbox that wouldn't shut properly because it was too big for the lunchbox, so the lid wouldn't even close. And there was some really badly unevenly cut cheese just in a loose lunchbox with it. Nothing else. That was it.
That's gonna mess with your head, isn't it? Really.
And she works in a school, and she had to get that out of her bag and try and make something with that in front of all of her colleagues. So
I bet she sat there and went, "My God, I'm hungry, but I'm going to chug all my tits off."
Well,
I bet she laughed her head off. At
well,
that
no,
one.
I mean, I saw the conversation between the two of them, and all it said was, "Tom, I'm grateful that you've made the effort to make me lunch, but what the fuck is this?" And Tom basically responded, saying, "I don't know what more you want from me." And it's just, I don't know. Anyway.
Mind you saying that, when I was at school a long time ago, when they first invented them, my mother made me a packed lunch, and it literally was just 2 bits of bread in a packed lunchbox because she'd actually forgot to put anything in them, like the spread, the filling, or anything like that. It was just 2 bits of bread.
Oh, fair
that was
play.
it. Yeah.
Hey, I'd still prefer that over a baked potato in a lunchbox that wouldn't close properly.
Yeah. With unmelted slices of fat cheese.
Yeah, and I can't even stress to you how badly cut these slices of cheese were. Like, this has dominated race 3, and I don't care if any of you are annoyed with me for this, but it makes my blood boil every time I think about it. As Mikey's going for an attack at the end of lap number 12, down the inside of Royston.
Yes, Lico, I said when they invented schools. That's because I knew that you'd say it otherwise.
Mikey's so quick through that final chicane. He
Yeah.
nails it every single lap. Fair play. He's up into the podium places.
He's there, and he's only got 1.5 to go to Zombie, and Zombie doesn't look like he's had a good one last lap.
Yeah.
Get on the back of him, do what you did last time.
Well, there we go. Nobody's going off? Is everyone all good? Yeah. Smithy's 4.5 seconds clear.
Yeah, he's got this as long as he's not silly.
He's well and truly checked out, isn't he?
To be honest, he could knock a second off his lap time and he'd still bring it home.
Yeah, that's all he needs to do is bring the car home. I mean, Mikey's now in slipstream range of Zombies at a monster first sector.
He's taken a second out of him in that first sector, isn't he?
Yeah, he's now lost all that time for running really wide at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, which has put Royston on the back of him.
And he's picked himself up a penalty as well, so just for good measure.
And Royston's up the inside of him right now.
Yep, but Mike's going to try and hold around the outside line.
From the switchback.
And Matt Man's here as well, just to kind of send it for send's sake. So Mikey's going to drop down behind Matman down into 5th, which is unlucky. He's driven a really good race here. Oven is not close enough. Oven's P6, Oblivion P7, FaZe Potter 8th, Nobby Norris 9th, Odon 10th, and Goy's not close.
Smithy 5.3 in the lead.
Yeah, final corner to win his first ever league race.
Great job.
All 3 of the Smiths have won a race in FTRL now. Fact of the day.
Yeah.
So good job to you, good sir. Zombie takes P2, Royston P3, Matman
Mikey's spun or
P4.
something. Mikey's down to 7th.
Oh, for God's sake.
He only had 2 corners to go.
Oven's finished 5th, Oblivion's 6th, Mike's 7th, FaZe Potter 8th, Nobby Norris 9th, Odon 10th, and Goy Carp P11. Good job from the top 3. Well done to
cracking job, yeah.
To Smithy, well done to Zombie, and well done to Royston as well. Royston's really impressed me tonight. Good to see him get a few good results as well. He always has one every week where he has a bit of a nightmare or he has a bit of bad fortune or something, so good to see. Well done you. And there we go. Mikey's turned a 3rd from to a 7th within half a lap. So respect.
It takes skill. Skill.
It does. No, it really does.
Not everybody can do that.
No, that is very true. I think, to be honest with you, I think only Mike could do that. So, but well, there we go. Job done.
Good night's racing.
We have got 2 more weeks left of GT3. So they will have a week 10 of racing in the normal championship, whereas GT1 and GT2 will finish at week 9, and then they'll have the finale on Friday the 22nd of September, which will be raced at Spa, and then it will be live streamed straight after by SBY, because we've got all 16 cars racing on the grid for that race. So because you can't have spectators separately on Gran Turismo, SBY will be streaming that one straight after, so there'll be no spoilers. And for anybody that is watching this in FTRL, we will be announcing this very, very soon, but we are going to have a very strict policy of, if you take part in the grand finale, no matter if you win it, if you have the worst race of your life, whatever it is, it's just going to be a complete shut out of the Discord until after the race has been streamed. So as soon as it's finished, it will be shared and it will go live straight away, so people can watch it as if they don't know what's happened.
No posting on Instagram.
And there'll be nothing in the stream like, I have a feeling something's going to happen at this corner, because that's the worst thing ever. So we're going to try our best to make this as realistic as possible. So please do abide by that.
Best behaviour,
in a couple
boys.
of weeks.
Best behaviour.
Yeah, much so. But well done to everybody taking part tonight. Happy birthday to everybody. I feel like I should start charging for that. Carl, lovely to speak to you, and have a lovely holiday.
I will do, mate. Thank you very much, and lovely to be here again.
Yeah,
the boys enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you for your company. Good luck to Grandad Bob tomorrow. We all love you, Grandad Bob.
Yeah, good luck, mate.
And please do come and join us tomorrow night for GT2 at Watkins Glen. So that should be spicy. I'm looking forward to that tomorrow.
Just before you sign out, just a quickie. I've been doing a bit of digging, trying to work out what was going on since the last time me and you did comms. I believe some stuff came up about your Dan and Grandad, which was discussed during the evening. Now, am I right in saying something to do with the first date had anything to do with a tree?
You are. Yes, you are. That is correct. And I'm really grateful that you've stopped the end of the stream when everyone's listening to talk about this.
Well, it just came to mind. I do apologise.
No, it's all right.
I'm old. So I just thought I'd ask. I don't know where the tree was. Probably Moat Park, I would assume.
I really don't know, nor want to know. I'm sure I've been told at some point.
I'll dig deeper for the next time I'm on. Don't worry, you've got a couple of months yet.
Thanks, mate. I look forward to that conversation. But yes, the long and short of it is very much that Nan and Grandad's first date did involve a tree.
I'll leave you to it, mate. See you later, lads.
Oh, for God's sake. Right, don't watch FTRL, everyone. It's a joke. Thank you. I would say I'll take everything back that was said earlier on. Thanks, Carl, for your company. Well, thank you all very much for watching tonight. Enjoy your evenings. Please do come and support us tomorrow. Like the stream before you go. Happy birthday to everybody whose birthday it is today, and we'll see you next time.